I got to do what I want, you feel me? She was on birth control, so you know, niggas, you feel me? You're what's fucking good. Alright, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it because I'm not sure if I have enough time to record this video or not. But as of today, like right the fuck now, June 10th, I have officially been celibate for a full year. Thank you. Hope you're editing some applause. I really just wanted to make a video on it because I wanted to make a video on it for a minute. But now that it's officially been a year, and I never thought I was gonna make it to a fucking year, I'm like, you know what? Today's the day. Today's the fucking day. I don't even know where to start. Let's just start with the fact that it was an intentional break. All right. I didn't even want to put the date out there because I didn't want to like whoever it was to know that you were the reason. But nah. So basically, last year on today, I had sex for the last time. Definitely was. But I'm just gonna say it. It ain't hit. It was trash. I'm sorry. Hopefully, you know, if you're watching this video, I hope it was good for you. But for me, that shit was garbage. I like to believe that most of it was my own fault, which is one of the reasons why I decided to take a break. I was like, yo, that shit not gonna work, bro. After a while, that shit just started, like, it just wasn't it. So basically, the way that I was before, right? I would essentially, you know how you put your best foot forward? I put my dick forward. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna just say it. You know, we're being straight honest, straight blunt this video. I'll put my dick forward, okay? I thought with my dick a lot. And it led me to certain situations where I didn't feel as valued as I would have had I, you know, made them work for the shit. You feel me? For me, that was fine. Cause, you know, I talked about it on my channel before. I went through a little bit of a whole phase back in the day. Back like after I graduated high school, quick little whole phase. The way that I just went about shit was on like a friends with benefits type deal with a lot of women, just because either we tried for something and it didn't go far enough, we didn't try, we didn't care where it went or not, or niggas just wanted to fuck. So yeah, I was on my friends with benefits shit, and for whatever reason, my cutoff point was a month. Once we hit a month, it was clipped. I don't know whether it was something in my mind, whether it was just a coincidence, but every single time I started getting up to a month or 4 weeks or like 3 weeks, shit just changed. Like that honeymoon phase is just done, and you just start seeing all the shit that you was ignoring. Like, bro, this shit not gonna work. And it was like that from pretty much forever. Like, those of you who've been to my channel before, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on my channel. I most likely have. I've talked about it before. I've only been in one relationship. So everything around that relationship, except for another situationship that I get to after this, we barely made a month. As soon as you hit a month, boom, deuces. Don't know why. It was a coincidence that I was aware of but never kept track of. It always dawned on me after the fact, like, oh shit, another one bites the dust after a month type shit. So yeah, it was like that. It was like pretty much every other month I was moving on to someone else, and instead of like talking, getting to know them or whatever, since I'm a very sexual person, very open with my sexuality, I talk about it. And then once you start talking about it, and then you find that mutual attraction with someone who's also as open sexually as you tend to have sex. Like that's just how it happens when you're an adult. So after a while, I started thinking, all right, but you know what? It's been like 5-6 years at this point. Let me consider settling down, right? because I was never closed off to the opportunity. I wasn't thinking about it. So I met this girl, all right, and we were cool, but right away she told me, yo, I just got in a relationship right now. I'm not looking for a relationship. Like, all right, whatever. Me being the person who's used to being friends with benefits, I'm like, all right, perfect. This is perfect for me. We can be friends and then see where it goes from there. You know, because like I said, I was open to the idea of a relationship at the time. So in my head, I'm thinking, all right, so boom, she gonna fuck with the kid for a minute, and then she gonna see, oh yeah, this nigga, he not, you know, he's something special. We lock him down. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But I was gonna say quickly, but not so quick. We were together for about like 7 months-ish. Yeah, around 7 months, right? So over time, I started to realize more and more, like, yo, that's not the case, bro. Like, I'm thinking, okay, we gonna be together, and I'm gonna slowly build up my case. Like, you know, when you're playing Sims and you can gradually see the bar, just like the love bar with the heart, just grow, and you can track the relationship type shit. That's what I thought I was gonna do. Like, I didn't plan it out that way, but in the back of my mind, it was like, alright, you know, I'm gonna build up this relationship bar until I get the option, you feel me, to click on it and be like, yo, be my girl type shit. But after a while, I started to realize, like, it was not gonna work like that. Basically, she just reminded me on multiple occasions that she was single and that we were not, you know, on the same page. So, and me being the person that I am, I'm not the type of guy who can mess with multiple women at once. So if I'm with you, even if we're not together, it's me and you, because I won't feel comfortable fucking with someone else. So, and I told her, I'm like, yo, she asked me, like, would you fuck someone else? I said no, because I wouldn't feel comfortable. And of course I asked her, she said yeah, she would, blah blah blah. And I got into a whole, not like, we didn't get into a whole thing, but it became a topic of discussion because it happened. She was with a couple other guys, but it's like, I couldn't get mad because she told me literally from jump, like, yo, this is what it was. And that was one of the first signs where I was like, all right, you know what? This isn't going how you thought it was gonna go. After I figured that out, shit was just, it didn't feel right for me. And now that I knew that, you know, that relationship bar wasn't going up and it was just stagnant, I was like, okay, you know, what do I do with my sim now? Like, once I realized that shit wasn't going anywhere, or I thought shit wasn't going anywhere, like, I stopped pushing towards something. I can say that much. I stopped pushing towards something and just trying to enjoy the company. And then after a while, it went back to feeling more like friends with benefits than anything else. And after doing that for fucking years, every single time, every single girl is like, yo, this shit ain't enough, you know? This shit is not enough for me anymore. So due to that and a couple other reasons, we ended up splitting ways. You know, shout out to her, still got mad love for her. We actually reconnected. Ironically, we reconnected recently, and she told me basically that the way I was perceiving it wasn't really the way it was. It was just a lot of bad timing. I talked about it. I don't know if that video is going to be up before this, but I talked about right person, wrong time. And it was the wrong timing for her. And that timing led to me being caught up in a lot of confusion within myself. So, and I'm not blaming this whole celibacy on her, because there was a woman after her that I had sex with a year from today, or a year from today backwards. Because after me and Shorty fell out, I was like, all right, you know, maybe I can just go back to my bullshit. I went back to my bullshit, met this beautiful woman, beautiful black woman. We, you know, Les knows what going, you feel me? And it just wasn't it. Like I said before, like I said at the beginning of the video, it wasn't it. And it just reminded me, like, yo, bro, this shit, like, being on the market is not for you, bro. because I had literally just came from having consistent sex with one woman for like 7 months. Like, she knew what I like. I got to do what I want. You feel me? She was on birth control, so you know, niggas. So now going back to the market was like having sex with a woman I don't know, having to slip on a condom, not having the condoms that I usually wear because niggas wasn't using it. Really, it just felt so off. And being a person who enjoys the intimacy of sex is like, for me, it just the fact that it was so off just fucked with me. Like, it fucked with me, bro. So that was the last time. In that moment I said, all right, bro, I can't do this no more. Like, I literally told myself, bro, it's clip. It's fucking clip. I've had this feeling many fucking times, but I pushed through it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna find the one. It don't matter. Just keep going. Just keep going. I kept going, bro. And I just kept going. I kept feeding my body what it desired, and my mind was looking for a lot more. My heart was looking for a lot more, and I wasn't getting it. So I decided to take a break. And within that break, I found Momentum Education. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I might do a video on that eventually. I don't know, because I don't know how to talk about it. Because, you know, shout out to them. They're beautiful. And it's a very awesome experience. Google Momentum Education. Yeah, I went through that. It was like a 4 or 5 month process. Well, for me, it was a 4 or 5 month process because I did everything back to back to back to back. So that was the first 4 to 5 months of my celibacy. And you don't have to be celibate. It's not a part of the curriculum. But during those 4 or 5 months, what they do is like, they have you essentially work on yourself, work on your problems, like your social blockers, and like, it's different for every person what you work on. So for me, I worked on just my social skills and being comfortable around other people, being comfortable speaking, blah blah blah. So I spent that first 4 or 5 months just focusing on me, focusing on myself, trying to rebuild myself from the ground up type shit. So once I finally left that, I felt like a whole new fucking person. Niggas out here making friends easily. I'm speaking a lot clearer. And, you know, once I finally like finished that workshop and I was able to use my newfound fucking gifts and shit out in the real world, I was happy and I was ready. But once I left the workshop in those 4 or 5 months, like, that's already half my celibacy, almost half my celibacy right there. But after all that, I acknowledged, I was like, oh shit, I haven't had sex this whole 4 or 5 months. Within those 4 or 5 months, I probably talked to 2 women, right? 2. Yes, no. Because one of the things during the workshop was like, oh, you gotta date. Well, you don't have to date, but one of my goals was dating. So I dated. I dated a little bit it was at the tail end of the 4 or 5 months I dated. So that was around November. And y'all reminded me, bro. Bro, like, I don't want to be one of them, oh, niggas ain't shit, oh, women ain't shit type shit, but yo, y'all reminded me real quick why the fuck I stopped talking, bro. Oh my gosh, throughout that whole, what, 90% of that fucking first half of my celibacy, I didn't talk to no woman on like an intimate level, bro. And as soon as I started dating, I found out exactly why, bro. Cause just straight games. I don't fuck with the games. I'm too grown for that, bro. Either you want me or you don't, bro. Like, I all went on a date with shorty first woman that I gave a chance since I put myself back on the mic. The first woman, she was dope. She was beautiful. I asked her out. I paid for the dinner and shit. Not like that's like oh yeah, I paid for the dinner, I deserve something. Like, no, like, I wasn't getting bread. But now, within that period of time, I actually got a job. Shout out to my job. Hopefully they pick me back up when the fucking Rona shit done. So, you know, I was making money for the first time in a minute again, because I was unemployed for like a year and change. About a year. So I was making bread. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna pay for the date, you feel me? So that was a good moment for me. And we had a great fucking time on the date, bro. But every second that we weren't in each other's like physical space, I could not get no fucking communication out of her. No text, no Instagram, no tweets, nothing, bro. But you know, it's my first time back in the market, so I'm pushing, you know what I mean? I'm trying. I ain't getting nothing like, all right, baby, give me nothing, all right, you know? No, we had a second date went pretty well. But in the back of my mind, bro, I knew that no matter how good the date was, I'm not gonna get a fucking response. So it kind of fucked up my mood during the shit. So yeah, second date was over, you know. She gave me a little kiss, and that shit was, you know, it could have been better because me being the fucking non-social person I am and not being comfortable with you because we never had no fucking, like, you gave me nothing. I didn't get to like really kiss her the way I wanted to. Unfortunately, that was literally the last time we spoke, last time I saw her. So I'm like, but you know, I should have done what I wanted to do, like grab her waist or some bullshit. Basically, I didn't do what I wanted to do because I wasn't comfortable, and I'm thinking, I bet next time I'm gonna just force myself out my shell, because you know I'm not gonna get no chance to speak to her outside of physical interaction. And unfortunately, never saw her again. So yeah, there were some games in between there. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. Shout out to her though. I hope she's doing well. But yeah, man, within that first half of my celibacy was when I was actually trying and putting myself out there and getting nothing but like negative feedback backwards, whether it was like a good experience with a woman or a bad experience. Both ways I got negative, I just got negative energy backwards, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't feel valued, to be honest. I really didn't feel valued, no matter who it was. So for the last 6 months of my celibacy, which has been the last 6 months of my life, and I didn't really try much. I'm not gonna hold you. I've been holed up in here, like in my new room. No woman has been in this room, to be honest. Since I remodeled it in November, no woman has been in this room, and it is now June 10th. So yeah, you know, shout out to the new room. I used to get action on a twin bed, bro. I used to sleep on a twin bed for 23 years of my life. I'm still 23, but now I got a full. You know how much fucking room? You know what I can do on a full bed, my nigga, that I used to do on a twin, bro? But niggas ain't get no action, so I can't even test it out. But that's my choice, because now that I've reached this point in my celibacy, I'm like, yo, bro, what's the point? Like, honestly, if I wanted to, I could break it right now. But what's the point? I feel like now that it's gotten to this point, now that it's gotten to this length, and like I want a full year type shit, I don't want to just break it just for the sake of breaking it. Like I miss it. I miss the intimacy. I miss the physical touch. I don't miss sex itself. Like, as much as I think I do, during this regular time of the day in the morning, I wake up and I'm thinking, like, when I have a clear mind, it's like, bro, I don't care about the sex. I don't care. I just miss the intimacy. I just miss the physical affection. I just miss like being face to face with another human being. At this point, I don't really know. I don't know where I go from here, because like I said earlier in the video, the woman that I was with for 7 months kind of cleared my mind and cleared the clouds that had started the storm. So now it's like, you were right, bro. Like, if I could talk to my old self, like, you were right. At the same time, you were wrong, because you decided to go through celibacy because of something that just ended up being a misunderstanding. But I'm very happy I went through this. Very happy that it lasted a year. Did not think it was gonna last a year. Shout out to the Rona for helping me, because it was at like 9. Yeah, it was about at like 9 months. So I didn't expect to hit a year. I didn't expect us to be inside this fucking long. But you know, I still could have broke it. I chose fucking not to. Yeah, this video I've been recording for 22 minutes, and I'm scared I'm gonna lose fucking storage, because I always lose storage when I record videos. I'm gonna just leave it on the fact that, like, this isn't a video telling you to be like, oh, stop having sex, go be celibate, sex isn't good for you, blah 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 blah. Do whatever you want, bang some cheeks, get your cheeks banged, it don't fucking matter. I soon come back to the market, trust me, because if you've seen any of my art, if you've seen any of my older videos, I'm a sexual last name. I was gonna say I'm a sexy nigga. I am kind of a sexy nigga, a little bit, just a little bit. The only got me looking rough, but you know, I could finesse it for the video. But yeah, I'm a super sexual guy naturally. So after a while, my body just be like, yo, bro, fuck you. Like you're holding out. You're really holding out. I'll be back on the market eventually. Shout out to you. But this isn't like me telling you be celibate. This is me telling you put your value first. If you feel like shit's not working, don't be afraid to switch it up. Even if it's something very important to you, just switch it up. Take a break. See what happens. See how you feel. I took a break for a year and now I can go back and I can literally just do everything that I've already done and just do it all again. But now I have a different mentality. I see shit differently. So I can just maneuver through that a lot easier than I used to if I wanted to do that. But I don't want to do that. So now I'm just going to use everything I've learned to just be the best version of myself for whoever pops up, you know? I'm just trying to make someone's daughter the happiest woman on earth. That's it. And if me being celibate for a year contributes to that at all, that's all that matters. On that note, I'm gonna hit y'all with the deuces. And if y'all are out here having consistent sex with either one person or many people or anything, do something for your boy. Thank you. Deuces. Stay safe. The best sex is safe sex.